Hello everyone, thank you once again for checking out my channel, Imperii Auto. Like it or not, I am back. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday and a great New Year's. Had a lot going on myself for the holidays, so decided to take a little break from the YouTube channel. But with today's announcement of Chevy's new all-electric Silverado coming in 2024, I figured this is a perfect time to get my motivation back and jump back into the YouTube universe. So let me premise this by starting with this. I've noticed a couple comments on a couple videos over time. A few people made a comment like, well, you're just reading the press information and talking about it. Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I'm doing, and that's kind of what I stated in the video that I was doing. So if I misled anyone to think anything otherwise, I'm sorry. I hope I made it very clear. It's not clickbait. I am not driving these vehicles. I am not invited to press events and all that yet. Maybe someday. But again, this is a review of the press information that General Motors has released with their provided press photos and information, the reason they released them to begin with, so people like me can talk about it, and I'll give you a little bit of my own thoughts. So if you like this kind of stuff and you like what I'm doing, I would greatly appreciate a like and a subscribe. So before we get started, I'm going to break this into chapters like I do with all these editorial type reviews and reveals of these new cars and trucks. So I'll start out with kind of a bullet point explanation. I'll break it down into chapters as GM has in the press release with a little of my own thoughts along the way. And in the closing, I'll give you my own thoughts at the end of the video. So again, thank you so much for checking out the video, and let's get rolling. The pickup reimagined, introducing the 2024 all-electric Chevrolet Silverado, offering 400 miles of driving range and up to 10,000 pounds of trailering capacity and loaded with high-tech innovations. The press release starts out by saying today, which today is January the 5th, 2022, just for reference if you're watching this later, Chevrolet introduced the 2024 Silverado EV, the reimagining of the brand's best-selling nameplate, packed with power and capability expected of Chevy trucks. Some of the summary bullet points are as follows. Expected GM estimated range of 400 miles on a full charge offered on work truck, WT model, and RST. We'll talk a little bit more about the range later. Up to 664 horsepower with more than 780 foot-pounds of torque and available max power wide open watts mode, say that multiple times fast, on RST, enabling a GM estimated 0 to 60 time in less than 4.5 seconds. Standard DC fast charging up to 350 kilowatts on WT and RST, WT being work truck. Up to 10.2 kilowatts of off-board power on WT and RST with optional equipment, and up to 10,000 pounds of maximum trailering and up to 1,300 pounds of payload on RST. Developed from the ground up, the fully electric truck on GM's advanced Ultium EV platform. Now, they talked a lot. I watched the live stream earlier today. They talked a lot about this Ultium EV platform, which I think is kind of their shared thing they're doing on their new fully electric fleet they're trying to implement. The Silverado EV offers a boundary-breaking combination of capability, performance, and versatility, along with the advanced technologies that can evolve this vehicle over time. Chevrolet has constantly revolutionized the Silverado franchise to make it the powerhouse it is today, said Steve Hill, Vice President of Chevrolet. The Ultium platform is a critical enabler of next-level pickup performance for both fleet and retail customers, whether they are currently driving a Silverado or considering a pickup for the first time. GM's always gone after that fleet customer. And you could tell in the live stream today that, boy, it was really geared toward fleet customers. They mentioned a partnership with FedEx and Walmart and all new EV vans and all the stuff they're doing. So I think the fleet customer may even be more of a target for General Motors than the retail customer nowadays. At launch, the Silverado EV will be available in two configurations, an RST First Edition and a fleet-oriented WT model. Each will offer a comprehensive suite of standard and available safety technologies. The flagship RST First Edition model, which I'll throw up on the screen here, includes four-wheel steering, automatic adaptive air suspension, multi-flex midgate that expands the truck's cargo capability while maintaining seating for a rear row passenger, available multi-flex tailgate with power release, and a large 17-inch diagonal LCD freeform infotainment screen paired with a neighboring 11-inch screen, reconfigurable driver instrument display, and multicolored driver heads-up display with a field of view of over 14 inches. Lots of iPads on the dash. I say this all the time, but that's how new cars are designed, so away she goes. Anybody get that reference? Trailer-capable Super Cruise, the industry's first true hands-free driver assistant technology, allowing drivers to travel hands-free on more than 200,000 miles of compatible roads across the US and Canada. The WT work truck will launch first for fleet customers and offer impressive capability to meet the needs of organizations with sustainable transportation goals, including 510 horsepower and 615 foot-pounds of torque. The WT will offer 8,000 pounds of towing and 1,200 pounds of payload. After initial launch, Chevrolet will introduce a fleet model with up to 20,000 pounds max trailing and the max tow package. It says GM's fleet has long provided customers with great products and services, a lot of PR speak here, an exceptional customer experience and innovative solutions to meet their unique business needs, said Ed Pepper, Vice President of the GM fleet. We're excited to launch the Silverado EV, providing customers with a true work-capable truck to help them begin the transition to an electric fleet and assist them in achieving their own sustainability goals. All right, let's talk a little bit about that Ultium-powered propulsion. I guess I'll call it an Ultium platform. I mean, it's a battery chassis with motors and wheels, so sure, Ultium platform. The Silverado EV harnesses the power of Ultium platform, which is the foundation of GM's EV strategy and the drive of their company's vision for a zero-emissions future. The Ultium platform enabled our design and engineering teams to start from a clean slate and create a pickup with impressive performance and capability, said Nicole Kratz, Silverado EV chief engineer. The result is a truly impressive testament to the creativity and innovation our teams can bring to market with speed and at scale. A new body architecture, which efficiently leverages the available 24-module Ultium battery pack as part of the fundamental structure. So what I'm guessing here is the Ultium is the foundation, and they can add and remove battery packs based on model range. I mean, I guess Tesla kind of does the same thing. And it says it enables the vehicle's impressive range. The structural design integrates the capabilities Silverado customers has come to expect from a full-size pickup in terms of strength, durability, performance, while also providing more comfortable, confident ride both on and off-road. Additionally, the chassis is designed with independent front and rear suspensions, with power transfer to the available 24-inch wheels on RST via front and rear-wheel drive motors that compose the four-wheel drive system, automatic adaptive air suspension, and enables the vehicle to be raised and lowered up to 2 inches. Can't wait till that breaks. Four-wheel steer capability reduces the turning radius at lower speeds for greater maneuverability in parking lots and enhances handling and spilling at higher speeds, particularly when trailing. Yeah, I can see how that'll be useful in tight parking spots. The area of the country where I live, everyone likes to drive big trucks and no one can seem to park them. The RST and WT models also come with tow haul mode, trailer hitch provisions, and the integrated trailer brake control and hitch guide. The RST also includes Chevy's advanced trailing system, which I think we talked about on the review of the new GMC trucks and whatnot. All right, let's talk a little bit about the performance. The RST and WT feature public DC fast charging capabilities of up to 350 kilowatts, enabling approximately 100 miles of range to be added in 10 minutes based on GM estimates. We'll see how true that is. When combined with the available accessory power bar, the Silverado's EV power-based charging system offers up to 10 outlets, which is very cool, to provide a total of 10.2 kilowatts of all-electric power for countless worksite and recreational needs, including powering your home with the required equipment. Now, this is kind of cool. The Silverado EV is also capable of charging another EV using the available accessory charge cord, sharing its power in times of need. I mean, I could see if you had a fleet on a job site, you had one truck that maybe didn't get charged overnight, and yeah, that could be useful. That's a pretty cool feature. RST owners will also have access to Ultium Charge 360, GM's holistic approach to EV charging, which is designed to simplify the overall charging experience, including access to more than 100,000 publicly available charging points in and across Canada, in the US and across Canada. Not really sure what that is. So now let's talk a little bit about the design and functionality. Inside and out, the Silverado EV, RST, and WT are thoughtfully designed for functional flexibility. We had no constraints when it came to designing the Silverado EV with dramatic style and a flexible utility because we didn't need to work around a traditional propulsion system, said Phil Zach, Executive Director of Chevy Design. The Ultium platform allowed us to redefine what it means to offer expansive new storage and utility possibilities. Is it just me or does this look like a Chevy Avalanche? Exterior proportions and surfacing convey the truck's capability and athletic performance. The front-end design has been sculpted to efficiently direct air down the body side, significantly reducing drag and turbulence. As a result, the Silverado ETWT is estimated to have one of the lowest drag coefficients of any available production full-size pickup, which helps to enable impressive range. The Silverado EV will be offered exclusively in crew cab models, with a shorter front overhang that gives the truck more aggressive stance, more spacious, and enhances forward-down vision. The second row is pushed rearward, meaning passengers over 6 feet tall, like me, will be comfortable no matter where they sit. Customizable front row storage on both RST and WT models makes the most of the interior space and provides functional solutions for a variety of customer needs. The e-trunk, a lockable waterproof compartment in the front of the vehicle, e-frunk they should have called it, provides enough space to fit a large, hard-side suitcase and a multitude of accessory options for both fleet and retail customers to load gear based on their unique needs as a customer. The RST's module console features the capacity of just over 7 gallons, meaning a lunch cooler can easily fit inside. The RST features a fixed glass roof, which offers expansive visibility, increased headroom, and an enhanced experience for both front and rear passengers. On the RST, the storage capability of the 5-foot 11-inch bed is maximized thanks to the innovative available multi-flex midgate, which provides just over 9 feet of storage between the cab and the tailgate when the midgate is open. A 40/60 second row seat offers 4 configurations that allow users to haul gear or equipment while still accommodating a passenger in the second row. With the addition of the available multi-flex tailgate, the Silverado EV RST enables up to 10 feet 10 inches of load floor and storage capability. An available tonneau cover allows items such as lumber and kayak to be loaded into a fully lockable waterproof storage compartment. Nothing new here. Let's talk about technologies for today and tomorrow. The Silverado EV is packed with the latest technology, including an advanced software system that enables vehicles' technologies to evolve over time, aka over-the-air updates. As the driver approaches the RST with an enabled cell phone or key fob, a distinctive lighting animation greets them. Yeah, this is all just novelty stuff. Upon entering the vehicle, a bold 3D animation appears on the RST's large 17-inch diagonal LCD freeform entertainment screen. Boy, they just keep coming up with more innovative ways to describe these big iPads on the dash, which is paired with a neighboring 11-inch diagonal driver instrument display. But I stop myself and say, Chevy's infotainment system is actually pretty good. It's evolved over time, and I played with one not long ago and quite liked it. Together with the driver heads-up display, another GM thing that I love, with a field of view of over 14 inches, a driver can ask for more information at their disposal. Maybe they don't need that much information at their disposal. With new hands-free start, the vehicle turns on automatically after the driver enters with an enabled device, leaving his hands free to buckle up and get on the road. A major enabler of the Silverado EV's technologies will be the brand's first application of Utify, a new Linux-based software platform developed in-house at GM. It separates the vehicle's software from the hardware to enable rapid and frequent software updates. That's the Tesla approach. This will give drivers the opportunity to evolve their vehicles over time, enhancing both the capabilities and accessing cloud services in a flexible and fast way. And in closing, the production availability and reservations. The Silverado EV will be assembled with domestically and globally sourced parts. Can you guess where the global parts are coming from? At GM's Factory Zero, Detroit Assembly Center, a facility repurposed and retooled with a $2.2 billion investment devoted to EV production. In spring of 2023, the Silverado EV will debut a WT model offering GM's longest range battery with an expected GM estimated range of over 400 miles on a full charge. In fall 2023, a fully loaded RST First Edition model, also delivering a 400-mile range, will debut with an MSRP of $105,000 plus DFC. What? After production ramps up, Chevrolet will unleash the full Silverado EV portfolio, including WT with a starting MSRP of $39,900, RST, Trail Boss. Yes, they are doing a Trail Boss. I'll put the picture up on the screen right now, and more. Customers will have the availability to content the truck across various price ranges. I'd hope so. with MSRPs around $50, $60, $70, $80,000 and more. They're saying that like it's an exciting thing, allowing them to choose a truck that meets their capability and pricing needs. Reservations for the new Silverado EV are available starting at 1 p.m. today. They've already started. All right, so now in summary, my thoughts on this new Silverado EV. Like it or not, this is the future. Everything's going to be going this way. It's not a bad looking truck. I stand by my statement that it looks like an updated Chevy Avalanche. Things I'll point out, the estimated 400-mile range seems optimistic. In the real world, these EV ranges never seem to quite be what they say they're going to be. And I guess that kind of is like EPA estimated fuel mileage, because that's like perfect conditions and so on and so forth. And then for the first edition super duper model, wait, I have to look at this again. MSRP of $105,000 for a Silverado. I think they're getting $105,000. That just seems like an enormous amount of money for a Chevy truck, EV or not. I think they are a bit ambitious with that pricing. And I know the Ford Lightning isn't cheap either. And who knows if Tesla ever comes out with a Cybertruck. So in closing, I don't dislike EVs. I'll even admit I'm kind of a Tesla fanboy. And I know we're comparing apples to oranges here. There's a coolness about them, but they're kind of like a new iPhone. They're an iPhone with four wheels. And that just reminded me when I brought up Tesla. The other thing that I've just thought about here is this GM, let me look here. What was it called again? Unify Linux-based software. So this seems to be opening up the doors to upcharge customers for tons of silly over-the-air software additions and updates. It's almost like, remember how great flying used to be? And now if you want 2 inches of extra leg room, you got an upcharge, and they charge for everything. This could be opening a Pandora's box to that, And I know Tesla does charge for some of their higher end, performance upgrades and stuff, but generally most of their updates are free. And, sometimes they're a surprise for Tesla people. So we'll see what GM's long-term goal with that is. I just have a gut feeling that is going to be a way to charge, upcharge, and charge more, to have silly little features added, and they have complete control over it. So that's my thoughts on this. I guess it's the future. It's not going away, and we can like it. We can not like it. I kind of joked to myself as I was reading this. I'm sorry, I'm getting 1,000 texts and emails here. That while GM and Ford are fighting over the new EV trucks, maybe Dodge is gonna throw another supercharger and make like a super duper TRX over at Ram. I love the silliness of what Ram's doing too. So, but I know they've got an EV fleet coming out too soon. So it's just the way it's going, ladies and gentlemen. And we can like it, we can hate it. Jay Leno said something a long time ago, and it stuck with me. Might have been on Top Gear. When he did the segment with James May, but driving EVs every day are going to be what saves us from, our awesome classic cars that we love to drive, and the analog cars and all that kind of stuff. If you drive a boring commute to work every day down a freeway back and forth, maybe the EV is perfect. You're not polluting, you're saving money on fuel. See, I just keep thinking of things as I keep rambling. The other thing I want to talk about is I don't think the infrastructure is in yet for this giant push for EVs. It's really being crammed down our throats. In the perfect world, it's wonderful, but we don't have the infrastructure of the charging stations. And I think until the day comes where you can pull into a charging station, on every fourth corner, just like a gas station, and you can charge your EV from 10 miles range to 500 miles even in 10 minutes or less, that's when everything changes. But we are not there yet. So I think for certain situations and certain people, they're incredible. Others, not so much. So anyway, good to be back. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. If you like what I'm doing, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. Hey, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Give me your thoughts in the comments.